Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Griffin Mind about modern women who can't understand why men have walked away from dating, which is kind of funny that they can't even comprehend the complete obvious that men have been telling them for quite some time now. Now, today's video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comment, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
A hard truth for the single girls right now, a pill that I am forcing myself to swallow as well.
What?
Is that the 6 foot plus bullshit is holding us back. My co-host Sequoia told me to listen to this episode of Diary of a CEO and listen to it. At first I was freaking out and I was like, I'm going to be alone till the day I accept that.
Just listen to how dramatic she's become. She can't get a man who's over 6 feet tall, and she immediately reserves herself to being alone until her life ends. That is not a normal way of thinking.
And that still might be true, but one easy thing you can do to better your chances of not alone is not being so picky about height. You can still like tall guys. You can still prefer tall gentlemen. But in this dating landscape, height as a deal breaker, I mean, listen to the episode for yourself. It's looking bleak.
Why is it when men tell these women that they need to lower their standards when it comes to height, we're being oppressive and insecure, but when it takes them 20 years to realize the same thing, it's considered brave?
The guy ended it with me while I was making a TikTok, and it's really funny, so let's watch it.
Oh,
I've been making the same protein shake every single day for the last 2 weeks straight, and this is my favorite protein powder to use. I don't know what it is, but it makes it so fluffy that I love.
She got a text.
She decided to post a video of her checking a text message while she was trying to talk about protein powder. This is something that isn't funny and the world doesn't even care, yet she decided to post it anyway.
As a single woman, I'm getting a little worried when I scroll on this app that like all of the good single men, 30-year-olds and up, or near that range, they are... If they're single, they're staying inside and doing exactly what I would want to do, which is like binge a show and like order and take out. Like why when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing all these like cute men who look like they have their head on their shoulders. They probably don't. Let's just be real. But they're all like staying inside. Like, what I'm trying to do is text a girlfriend and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me cuddling into bed and binging all of Real Housewives, let's go out. Because I'm just hoping that one day, like, I meet my husband, like...
That's the problem, madam. You've gone out with your girl besties to bars, clubs, and parties in hopes of meeting, quote-unquote, your future husband, and it's ruined you to the point of insufferability. That's why men avoid you.
Meet cute randomly, like, I gotta go out and do that, right? I have to, like, actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and, like, put on a cute outfit and do that, you know? Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please stop ordering takeout by yourself and wait for me to be there with you to do it, okay? Literally, I don't... Probably gonna run into a douchebag.
The funny thing is that even if these men were looking for long-term relationships, they wouldn't bother with a woman who feels the need to order men to cater to her just because she's lonely and can't find a guy.
Do not listen to friends who tell you that you should have a phase after you have a breakup or to get yourself out there and to meet new people immediately after your breakup. They might not necessarily be preying on your downfall. Like, I know some people generally think that is the way to go, but this is the easy way out. And this type of easy way out is just going to cause you trouble later on. And also, guys, if you're in Toronto and in Vancouver, there's only so many people our age in Toronto and Vancouver. Okay, if you f around a lot, it's gonna come back to you. I don't know why people think, you know, like having a big roster is going to be very anonymous or secretive. Like, think about situations like, you know, your rosters or your situationships might just know each other.
Modern women have been bragging about their rosters for years, but all they're doing when they brag is telling good men she's just going to use him for free dinners and entertainment. It's just a bad idea all around, and men are going to avoid you as a result.
I love being a girl because we are emotional beings. Like,
Okay.
We are just built differently. I feel so bad for men. They walk around with no wonder whatsoever.
Okay.
Their lives are lacking wonder. At least to the degree that a girl's life has wonder.
Okay.
I can do anything and feel like I'm inventing it, first of all. And second of all, like, gives me meaning to life. Now, does my period make me actually want to all the time? And for some reason, I have my period for 2 weeks out of the month. It's a long story. I don't know the answer to it. Anyways, yes, that is a situation of being a girl as well. But
it's not that men don't have a natural sense of wonder. We just don't feel the need to parade it around like it's a replacement for an actual personality.
Today, I went on a walk. It's like I've never walked before in my life. I had flashbacks to my childhood, walking around my neighborhood and seeing the sun filter through the leaves and smelling autumn, because autumn has a very distinct smell. Thank you very much. And I wanted to cry on my walk because I was just so enamored by these flashbacks I was having and the fact that I felt so alive.
This whole argument that because men don't feel emotions the same way as women, then men don't feel emotions at all is so freaking annoying. Men have emotions. We just know better than to break down in tears over the smell of leaves.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as already.
She legitimately thinks there are men out there who are taking notes and trying to prepare themselves to meet the minimum standard of a single mother with 3 kids. You can't make this stuff up, guys.
Oh, I'm 26. I'm a baby.
Such a joke.
You have to have
Not
at
a
least
baby
3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. Oh, I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms, because
what's sad about this whole thing is how she legitimately thinks there are men who want to share their lives with a woman who's pretty much demanding a multi-millionaire. She feels entitled to a man like that, and that's just absurd.
Each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms, because that's only common sense. Like,
yeah, be considerate.
And if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown. Like, what? Duvalin, you know?
The types of men who can afford a 6-bedroom house, own 3 cars, and still have time to date women are not going to settle for a single mother with a list of demands with practically 0 redeeming qualities.
If I continue living my life the way I live my life right now, there is no way I'm ever going to be able to get married or have kids. Because, first of all, I don't leave the damn house unless I'm going to Harris Teeter or Target or Pilates. You know who's not at those places at the same time that I'm at those places? Men that are providers, men that are literally eligible suitors. With the variables in the equation right now, none of that is adding up.
It's funny how these women complain about how they're hopelessly single and they can't find a good man, so they lock themselves in their homes, despite the fact that good men are literally everywhere.
Who are more loyal, men or women?
I think men, if they are in love.
Why do you think so?
Because women often are searching for missing things in their life in other men. If men are in love, they're giving everything to women. They're giving everything to women.
Modern women's loyalty come attached with all sorts of conditions and price tags, and they'll go after the most disloyal men, and it's rather surprising to see a woman defending men for a change.
If I go on one more date, if I have one more encounter with a man in his early 30s, telling me that what he's looking for is a hustler, that he's looking for a queen to build an empire with, to be hustling for the next 5 years...
Who says that?
I'm officially tapping out, because what y'all don't get What y'all don't get is us girlies in our early 30s, we've been hustling. We fell victim to the girl boss shit, and we was girl bossing for the last decade. We went to school, we started our businesses, we bought houses. We've been doing this shit on our own. We've been on our independent woman shit.
Yeah, now you're looking for a meal ticket.
And
looking for a way out.
you talking to me about hustling another 5 years? My mans, I'm trying to have some babies. I'm trying to have some babies, and you want me out here working too and hustling? You got me f***ed up.
These women spend their prime years chasing after money, chad, and partying, but it's only after they're 30 that they try to get those very same men to give them babies. The delusion is insane with these women. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.